The Pulse. You're listening live on wearehotline.net with myself, Nikki, Clarke, and my co-host, Keith Harris. And now joining us on the line is Dr. Nadine Wong. She's a psychotherapist and philanthropist. She's doing wonderful things in the community. So please welcome Dr. Wong to the show.
Welcome. We're happy to have you.
Thank you very much for having me, Keith and Nikki.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you so much for giving us your time to share all the great things that you're doing. And I wanted to say that we connected not too long ago during the Pan Am Games. It was a fashion event, and we ran into each other, and everything happens for a reason. I don't believe there's anything like accidents in the world, and it was kind of destined. We were lined up to meet at that time in our lives, and you're doing some incredible things. And I wanted to talk about a little bit about your background leading up to psychotherapy. What did you get into that, and what were the reasons to pursue that line of passion?
Well, I'm just a passion. I have a zest for life, and my career started out at it started at Centennial when I started my first the first step in becoming a psychologist. I started out studying social work, but one thing led to another, and I just basically decided I'm not doing it full time. I'm just going to do part time, and for some reason things just so many things were happening, so there was just like an absolute shift. And the shift went into the cosmetic field. And while I was studying, all my teachers kept saying, I don't think this is the profession for you because I asked more questions on a scientific base, not on an application base. So that led me into the actual study of psychology. So from there, and I'll explain what a trichologist do. We specialize in hair and scalp and their disorders. So whether you're balding, you have alopecia, anything abnormal, premature grays, and so forth, that's the area of specialty. So as I was sitting there observing all the different patients that come in, and they're having these emotional masks that they wear, and they release the mask when their hair, or basically there is restoration to their problem. I started to focus more on, what's happening psychologically to them as to why they wait for a service in order for them to demonstrate that they feel good about themselves. And believe it or not, that put me full 60 back in my original practice, which led me into psychotherapy. And from there, I believe I basically made a great marriage where I was able to offer service where I could tap into the mind of a woman and men as well to help them to understand that beauty is really an internal thing, it's not external. And then what happens after that, I found that most of my patients were still coming in, and even though you put applications on in order for them to restore their hair or whatever dermatology aspect that they were having, there was something that was still happening that was contributing them to be ill. So that led me further into the study of integrative medicine, or what we will consider to be naturopathic medicine. So I wanted to create a particular nutraceutical products or pharmaceutical cosmetic green products that will help them. So I offer a practice that fuses all three entities, where it's your mind, it's your health, and I will call it sensitivity. So you're not just I'm not just tapping into the psychological aspect to alleviate you. I'm also helping you on the physical aspect or the internal aspect, and also offering different kinds of methodology that you can use simply with just vitamins and minerals. So you're getting a whole entity, and I believe that's the entity of what psychology, psychotherapy is about, because your mind is your first medicine. Your thought is the first place of healing. So whether it's cosmetic, whether you're choosing a product, or whether you're going to make a decision, the mind is the first place that the the first conception of thought, and then everything else carries out itself.
Right. fantastic. And how again? How were you inspired to kind of move into organic products? You know, to tie in the whole mind, body, and spirit of wellness. Can you talk about that when that started?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's just factual. What we're putting in what we are exposed to, not just product-wise, but even the environment, there has really been a shift. And there is a lot of what we call free radicals. There are lots of binders and fillers that are composed in products today that is really making us ill, from the aluminum in the deodorant to the mercuries and so forth in skin lightening, all the different kinds of toxins like the barium, the cadmium, and the lead that are in cosmetic products. And whether you have chemical on your hair or whether you have natural hair, we are all using products. Now, choice is the thing that will help us. So at my clinic, I offer what is called a hair mineral analysis, not blood sample, but I use hair sample to understand the apparatus in terms of, I use it as an apparatus to understand what is happening on the inside of your body. This tells me everything, up to 10, 20 years of things that are lodged in your system. I believe that is the key that unlocks your health, because so many of us have toxins that is sitting in our filtrated system, like our kidney and our liver. It's not going anywhere. It's just regurgitating over and over, hence the backaches and all the different symptoms of ailment that we're having as we keep chasing it with a pill or something to numb the pain. So when results come in from the mineral analysis, it shows me that these are the particular contributing factors. For example, persons who may be using medicated shampoo to suppress itching or flaking. If you to break down those particular ingredients, it shows that those binders sit in your system. It eats away at your skeletal system. It misfires information in your transmitting system. As a result of that, you're a great candidate for various autoimmune deficiency, whether it's alopecia, it could be cancer, it could be lupus, it could be simple arthritis. So in order for me to be truthful to health, I need to offer something to my patient. Now, as I indicated, you will make a choice, but I definitely wanted to offer the choice for you to take it in order to make you well, or if you basically would like to speed up the process where you become ill, you can continue to use what you're using and keep masking the pain. So the reason I created the product is I wanted to offer more than just the education. I wanted to offer the cosmetic option that we are all using. We all bath, we all moisturize, we all do this. We all take care of ourselves, but I really wanted to offer a healthy option where there's no preservative, no fragrance, nothing that will clog your pores, nothing hinder the growth of your hair, nothing that will stunt it. So it's literally superfood. Superfood in the sense I have products like broccoli body butter, which is infused from broccoli. And we all know that broccoli is great for us. Broccoli have all... Pardon?
Oh, yeah.
No, I said I mean, broccoli is amazing, but I've never actually seen it until you actually showed me that it can be a body butter. I think that's amazing. Yeah, I have the broccoli body butter, which is just absolutely great in, the vitamin B and the vitamin 6 and the B12. It also helps to remove dark spots. It doesn't clog your pores. I have the pumpkin cayenne butter for anyone who's having challenges with circulation, cellulites. It helps to heal the skin, smooth the skin. I have sugar shampoo that is derived from actual raw sugar, which we all know sugar is a natural humectant.
What?
I actually have a hair serum that I've just composed that is actually made out of beans, and this helps persons who are suffering from alopecia or thinning of the hair. Once it's not hereditary, this is a green way of accomplishing it. It's not a steroid, so it will take time, but all my products are derived from superfoods. So whether it's broccoli or it's pumpkin or it's sugar Or I also have a facial cleanse which is made from oat extracts. So, and they're made to order. So there's absolutely no preservative to them, and they're made to absorb through the stratum layers of our skin. So it has two benefits. So you get the cosmetic effect on the outer part, and you get the medicinal effect when it's absorbing your body.
Okay, fantastic. And where can people get these products? Where can they purchase them?
Well, they can get it online at alabasterwellnessclinic.com, or they can actually come to my clinic in Ajax, which is 720 Shepherd Avenue in Pickering, Ontario, and I'm in Suite 3. They can get it, as I said, online, or they can come to the clinic. Also at the clinic, we do different type of scalp treatment, 5-minute scalp massage to help with circulation. Every product that is used is predominantly made there. So, for example, if a person's having, severe dryness of the scalp, we do, I create a banana smoothie moisturizing treatment, which is excellent. The enzymes in the right banana, it's excellent for any kind of a dryness of the scalp or the skin without clogging it. It also encourages growth. So every product, every treatment that we're applying, whether it's the broccoli smoothie or we're using the banana smoothie or just a whole bunch of others, there's tons of stuff. Wow. Tons of superfoods. The most important thing to take from it, the treatments, the scalp treatments that we're doing, they're composed right there. That way you have the full enzyme, the fresh enzyme to do what needs to be done in terms of penetrating, absorbing, and promoting growth. That's what the product is designed to do. It's not in bulk where they're sitting on a shelf with lots of preservatives. They're in small bottles. They're kept in a cool area. And persons who purchase my product, that's where I would encourage you to store it in a cool area, not in the washroom, because the heat, when you take a shower, will change the pH concept, and as a result, even if it's a natural product, you no longer have a natural product. You will now have another mutated version of the product that you bought before. So keeping cosmetics in a warm air is the worst place. So my products, I would encourage you keep it in the fridge or somewhere cool, or put it in a bucket with ice when you're traveling. But that's the best way to keep the enzymes fresh and keep your immune system alive and not compromised by products that have different coagulations of toxic products that will attack your immune system, and the result will make you ill.
Wow.
Okay. What's one of your favorite products, like your personal favorite? I know they're all amazing, but which one stands out the most for you?
Wow. You just, at the beginning of the program, you identified fall. So we have to change our cosmetic, as you know. In the summer, we do lighter. In the winter, or going in the winter, we do heavier. So the broccoli body butter is excellent. These butters, they're not only applicable to your skin. I use it in my hair as a moisturizer because it's penetrating it. It's not sitting on the skin. It's actually, you can actually feel it going through the stratum layer of your skin. So the broccoli body butter is one of my favorites. Another product that is really great as well is my onion itch away. Yes, it's onion extract. It doesn't smell oniony, but I use it because of the sulfur content. So, for example, Keith, if you're challenged with what we call folliculitis, which most men are when they go to the barber and you see all that pimple that occurs, put it on a cotton swab, treat it, soothe it. The sulfur in the onion extract, it soothes the skin, whether it's a bite, whether it's a pimple. It moisturizes your hair. If you are having thinning, like premature thinning, mist it on the hair, massage it in. So as the seasons change, we're going into fall. Expect your hair to shed a bit. Our hair grows as the earth season. So in summer, we notice our hair was all flourishing. In fall, we're going to lose some. So don't panic. In the winter, it's very dormant. Don't panic. In the spring, it's the best time you get your cuts, your trims to spring out, just like the leaves, just like the shrubs. Another one is also my rose water toner, which in the summertime, I don't normally use lotions like the butter. I just mist myself. And of course, because it penetrates in, it keeps me moist without the ashy look, and I'm good to go. So I'm not sure if I answered the question. I think I've named out all of them. But I change according to season. But for now, I'm definitely into the broccoli body butter because I put a little bit on my lip in terms of moisturizer and just keep yourself moist, as I indicated, as the season change. You just change the product to accommodate the weather.
Wow. Holy cow. Look, this is amazing. I've never heard this. I've never heard this before. I don't know about other people, but I've never heard this. This is listen, everything healthy that you can love to eat, you can put on, and it's going to do what you need it to do physically as well. I mean,
exactly.
Wow.
But all cosmetic products, most of them are derived from food, but it's the stages that they take it through. Say, for example, did you know that most company that makes tree oil, they break it down with what we call dichloromethane, which we know that's a major cancer-causing agent.
Right.
So even though the natural ingredient is organic, breaking it down meaning extracting the oil out of it, they use chemical, and it's the chemical that's what affects us. That's what makes us ill.
Okay.
Right? So I was so sick and tired of being sick and tired of having patients who have overcome cancer. I celebrate with them. A couple years later, condition again, and what happened? They don't change their cosmetics. They're still using the same factors, like the deodorant that has the aluminum that causes the cancer, whether it's the breast cancer or the ovarian cancer. They're still using the same shampoo that has the sulfate in it that causes all different kind of cancer. Of course, you're putting yourself out at bay to be infected. Yeah. So I said, enough is enough. This is not a revolving door. As much as I love people, my patients, I need to help you where you come to visit me in terms of just bring me a Christmas card or something, a Starbucks gift card, not to keep coming in and through the door because every so often you're being reinfected, because we all need cosmetic. Hygienic is it's a must. But I think that's the area that most people, especially those who have overcome an autoimmune deficiency, do not take that special time to say, okay, I think I need to change this. Or they don't look at it as a source as to why they were infected in the first place.
Right. Wow. Look, everybody, listen, for all the listeners out there, once again, before you get ready to get out of here, I want you to let everyone know where they can get in contact with you. And before you do that, I also want to remind everybody again, that, listen, all of this wonderful information, you can catch it on social media. We'll have it posted up for playback purposes so you can find out some of the things that she mentioned that may work for you, which I know you can find something. So you need to get involved, get these products. Where can they contact you again, Nadine, before we go?
My website is www.Alabaster Wellness Clinic, or I'm in Pickering, Ontario at 720 Shepherd Avenue, Suite 3. And just for a few seconds, for those who are hearing this broadcast, I have a charity, a dear charity, and the objective of this charity is to educate children beyond their limitations. So I adopt schools or I connect with schools in the Caribbean. I'm in Jamaica right now. And we connect them to speak to kids right here in Toronto, schools from out of the Catholic District School Board, Toronto, even the First Nation community have been involved. And we connect them via Skype, giving them a neutral topic for them to research. It's only for an hour. But I'm having a fundraiser to raise funds so we can provide more technology in rural areas. October the 3rd, and it's going to be at Covers Creek Country Club, which is Lake Ridge, which is also in Ajax, Lake Ridge, Ontario, and it starts at 6 o'clock. All these information you can find on the charity site on Facebook, which is Alabaster Gates Children's Charity Facebook. The flyer is there. We're having the DJ coming from Jamaica, Stokey Love. to play some awesome music. It's for a great cause. It's only $60, and I anticipate it to be a super packed house. Again, it's for the kids. It's for our future, and it's to educate children beyond their limitations.
Totally.
And I believe that it's important that we give to the kids, because in turn, later on, they are going to give back to us when we're up in that age.
Absolutely. That's right. You'll get back your investment, right?
That's right.
No doubt.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much for stopping by and sharing with us all the things that you're doing. Your products sound absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to get my hands on some broccoli body butter.
Wow.
It's making me hungry, and and it sounds luxurious too for the skin.
Great.
So thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to having you on the show very shortly, the Nikki Clarke Show with the live taping.
All right.
I look forward. Thank you very much, Keith and Nikki, and have a wonderful afternoon.
You too. We'll talk
You
to you.
too. Thanks so much, Nadine.